Hello and welcome back to God on the Grind. This is part 7 and I'm Darren's Probs. And yes, look right beside me. We got cocoa. This means I've actually unlocked the ability to go ahead and make some cookies now. And obviously this isn't vanilla Minecraft, so this is Gregtech. Yeah, we have to go ahead and make some chocolate dough, which we need cocoa powder and some dough to go ahead and do. I explained how to get dough last part, but this part we could probably basically smash up the cocoa using a mortar and pesto. I believe that is a thing. Yeah, there we go. So the mortar there. So why is the cookie so good? Well, we can actually go ahead and eat this. This is a new food that we can obviously eat, but the uses of a raw cookie, you can actually cook it into a cookie, and then I can actually go ahead and make this thing, the mystery arrow. I've been talking about this quite a few parts now. Basically, we shoot anything with this, it will turn it into its baby form and duplicate it. And you know what I've got over there, hiding away? many villagers that could hopefully utilize this stupid OP mechanic. Yes, how did I get the cocoa, you're probably asking. Well, I've actually got some footage for you, and yeah, I was rather excited. So if you had a keen eye as well, you would have noticed this grey looking crop here as well. This is actually olivine. Is that even how you pronounce that? Olivine? This is this like little gem here, but if I actually look for the seed, which is just here, the olivia seed, and if I hit control, it says here requires olivine or a block of olivine as soil. So essentially, for me to actually grow this stuff, I need to have some of this stuff. So yeah. That's just going to be there forever until if we ever come across that special gem thing. But anyway, off camera as well, we also got some cactus growing now. And obviously, I did tell you about the hemp. But yeah, I'm trying to crossbreed these, all of these things here just to try and get myself some sugarcane and pumpkins. But yeah, we're kind of out of crop sticks. But this is, like I've already told you, this is things I'm probably going to do off camera because it's a bit boring to just stand there and watch, if you know what I mean. But I will just quickly show you my kind of crop chest now. It's looking a bit more full. We've got a sugar beet in here now. We've got some chilies, and this is the cactus that we actually get from that cactus crop just down there. But this is the actual fruit you get from it when it's on its fully grown stage. We also got some flowering vines, and we also got a oak sapling, which is huge. But the biggie was the cocoa beans. Oh, and obviously there's this blue mushroom thing as well. Not really too sure what these things do. But the cocoa beans is actually rather huge. And I did go ahead and make this plant lens as well. It wasn't that expensive, to be fair. But yeah, cocoa beans are rather huge because you can literally just plant them from the bean stage, which is quite nice. Yes, I'm going to lose that cocoa bean, but honestly, I don't really care. Before I actually show you what the plant lens actually does, let's have a quick look at the recipe. So the recipe was quite cheapish, I would say. The glass lens was the only thing that was a bit expensive. It required a diamond and a piece of glass. And where did I get the glass from? Because yeah, this is Gregtech. We have to cook up sand in special furnaces and things like that to actually go ahead and get glass. Yeah, I just kind of bought it from a librarian I've got, right? So yeah, the plant lens. So we can just basically click on anything and it will actually identify it for me, which is quite nice. So if I actually do manage to get the actual seed, like I've got in this kind of chest here, it will actually tell me what they are rather than actually saying unknown seeds. It doesn't really make a difference with the whole holding control to find out extra information. So you might be able to kind of somewhat work out, like, I'm pretty sure this unknown seed here is, if I'm not mistaken, like a flower, maybe? Like a red or yellow flower. So let's give it a go. Totally not. It's a potato. But yeah, that is definitely something that you would definitely need because it's, whoa, that's just going to make your life a little bit easier. But yeah, I should definitely lift up this because that will start producing some weeds. So we're at the grand total of 135 cows, as you can see. And there is a little bit of a cobweb here. Now, there's actually a reason for that. I wouldn't have been able to actually go ahead and kind of get those new crops if it wasn't for this beast of a thing, yeah? Yeah, check out this. I think I've been busy, right? Yeah. This farm is actually very scary, though. I'm not going to lie. I've actually turned it off right now by what I've actually done. It's kind of towering up there and fixed it. So yeah, as of right now, this thing is completely off. Yeah, it's a bit unsafe, but it's kind of done its job for me now. If I actually do need any more iron ingots or any gold or anything like that, just to make a few files or a saw or anything, I could definitely just switch it back on quite easily. So my plan today is to go ahead and do something with these guys. Well, I think I've actually kind of found a little bit of an exploit. But yeah, there's 110 dudes in here now, and yeah, every time I go in here, I seem to always acquire an emerald now, which is quite nice. Obviously, with me doing quite a lot of different farm building and growing crops and stuff, it's easy to forget these guys are here. So I need to start thinking about a way to go ahead and collect the emeralds. And obviously, one of these dudes is selling clay now, and we've got quite a few emeralds. And we can basically go ahead and buy clay and eventually get our way up to getting a seared tank. Now, if you remember a couple of parts ago, I went ahead and made something called an XP drain. This is how we're going to kind of go ahead and get ourselves some new kind of metals a lot easier. But we are going to have to start thinking about XP as well. But as I said earlier, there is a bit of an exploit I found. And now, one of these dudes, as I mentioned in the last part, I believe, about Certus Quartz. Now, where are you? One of these blacksmiths have a... There we go. Certus Quartz. 3 Certus Quartz, okay. Gives me 5 emeralds. What? And one of these guys, you can buy 10 Certus Quartz. There it is. For 1 emerald. I mean, cheers, bro. This is like easy money. Where are you? Come back. This is genius. I love it. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. So now the problem is that this guy actually wants 8 gold ingots. So yeah, that is kind of busted right now. So let's get back to the Certus Quartz guy. Okay, he wants me to buy an iron pickaxe. Okay. So I've just stumbled across this villager here that wants Certus Quartz dust for Certus Quartz. These blacksmiths, man, they're a tad bit odd, right? But yeah, what I need to do is essentially go and grab my diamond hammer and kind of like crush it down and... I don't understand. I think it's the mallet, maybe. Is it? I'm not sure. We'll just... Is it the mallet? No, it is actually this one. Okay. Right, let's see what this guy can offer us. So we crush these down, and then we buy some more back off him. This just does not make any sense. Damn, I was hoping he was going to have that trade for the emeralds again. And yeah, I was totally right about the Alvis dude. They do actually sell music discs. So this heretic villager here is actually selling quite a lot of glowstone dust for a emerald. Let's just buy one of them and see what happens if we get any other cool trades with this guy. Oh, what's that? An Iron Cat Profane Wand. Oh, I think this will actually allow me to get into a bit of formcraft, right? I think I just need a bookshelf. Is that correct? I think so. Hang on a minute. Let's go and get a stick. So I thought it was this heretic villager here, but he's actually selling something here called a greed shard, which I can actually use to generate an absolute ton of magical energy. So yeah, that is actually a pretty cool trade as well. So I might go ahead and buy that, because that, you never know, I might need that in the future. But I'm just intrigued to see what other things I can get here. What is a one focus fire? Okay, this guy, these heretic guys are pretty cool. What about the wizard? Okay, he's selling some bath salts. Oh, this dude is selling niter for 1 emerald. That's actually rather huge. So this wizard is actually selling alimentium. Is that even how you pronounce that? So we'll get that as well. I'm not entirely sure what that one actually does. Let's go ahead and buy this wand then and see what this actually does. This guy is selling one for free. Here we go. So if I'm not mistaken, now I've got the bookshelf and I've actually got a wand, I'm pretty sure I can actually convert the bookshelf into a book. Yes. Oh, yes. Okay. Now we are talking. So we can actually do some pretty interesting things, but this is really what we want to start looking into. So we need to actually get a cauldron and then smack this. So I'm just going to keep all those like magic-y bits away in my storage for now. Just because, yeah, I need to do a little bit more research on that myself and understand how it all kind of works. We basically have got a lot of strange trades, and we need to start looking into buying clay now. I don't honestly know if we got enough emeralds to pull this off. Okay, we're only allowed 35 at the start. Please tell me you got a good trade next. Oh, what? Literally just a clay trade. Oh no. Oh no, oh no. Okay. That's pretty bad. Oh no. Is there another guy with clay? Okay, there's another guy with clay. Phew. Okay, this one's actually got another trade, which is interesting. I'm not sure what I've done to the other one. I think he must have locked. Emerald there, look. Right, he should have his stock back now. Okay, is that going to be enough clay? I'm not really too sure, but we can definitely have a little play and see if it is. Okay, this is really weird. That guy's actually restocked his trades now. Oh, God. We've actually just got a random piece of garlic. Right, let's just get out of here. It's so noisy and horrible. There we go. Oh, God, I can breathe now. Right, so now we've got clay. We should, in theory, be able to make a seared tank. Now, this is going to be quite expensive-ish. Not that bad. We do need to go ahead and make some seared bricks, which we need this thing, and we need to get a pattern wooden form. So in order for me to go ahead and get the wood form, I can just kind of bone mill this random paper bark wood that I've got. I kind of showed you this last part anyway. But yeah, we've basically just chopped down that tree, and I was growing some jungle trees to fix this up there, by the way. But yeah, we got a blank pattern now, and I think I just kind of mixed that with a knife. And there's the XP drain that we're going to need. I can just put that garlic in there for a minute. So I've just crafted up the wooden form, so that part is done. So we can probably get rid of that. I think the 300 on there means it's got 300 uses. Next, we need to go ahead and make some grout. But in order to get grout, we need gravel and sand. And the way we can actually get sand is rather very easy. We can just take this hammer here, right, and break it. So, yeah, not really too difficult, really. The only thing is, have I got enough gravel to pull this off? Probably, I would say, right? Surely. So the other thing we need to go ahead and do is obviously turn some clay balls into clay blocks. I'm going to just do 8 for now, but you have to do it like this, look. Oh, God. It kind of makes sense, right? It's a bit more realistic. And then we take the clay and we get a hammer and we smack it. I think it might be the mallet, maybe. No. I always get confused with these two. Maybe I can't use a hammer. So it's not actually a hammer, I'm being an idiot. It's actually using the mortar, right, Dan? It would make more sense, I guess. But there we go, clay dust, perfect. Just gathered up some more water. We should have everything we need to go ahead and make some grout now. Yay, there we go. So we can just keep doing that. Oh, we get the bucket back, that's good. Nice. And now we got the grout, we can go around and wrap this wooden form up and get these little bricks. Perfect. Right, so then all we need to do is cook these in a furnace and away we go. So we'll chuck them in there like that. So from my mouse, we need to do that basically again. So let's just grab some more water here. So we got 16 more pieces of grout, and then that will turn into 16 more of those bricks. In theory, that should be more than I need. So, unfortunately, I need to use 2 more buckets of water now. There we go. Right, so in theory, I should be able to go ahead and craft this thing now. Now, something else I've actually discovered whilst kind of being just nosy and looking at what things I can craft is this hopper. Now, if there's a way of me getting blaze rods, I can actually make hoppers a lot cheaper than using a vanilla hopper. Because, yeah, this is like iron crazy. Like, you know how a vanilla hopper is only like 5 ingots, right, in a chest? Yeah. This is 10 plus these tools plus a actual gear, not a cog, which requires all this plus a special wrench. We basically want to kind of find a way of getting blaze rods. Now, I do know there is foul pumpkins in this, and yeah, these are kind of gated behind a little bit of formcraft. So I'm wondering if I can get into that by kind of reading up maybe about. Oh no, not another dude. There we go, 112 now. So all those emeralds and all that time just to go ahead and make this thing. But this is going to really open up a lot for me. So if we put this XP drain that I made a couple parts ago on top of this, I believe we can siphon out our XP, look. And it goes in there. And then we take some buckets. So now I actually have the ability to siphon XP. Yes, we could store it in buckets. That's quite fun. And can we actually put this on the floor? No, we can't. Can we eat this? No, we can't. So what's the point of this, Dan? Well, the point of it is if I look at the uses, boom, we can actually go ahead and make things with these things, which is huge. Now, I don't know if we actually get the bucket back. What kind of things can we actually make? We can make redstone here, look, which is quite huge. We can actually make that clay dust I was just making, so we don't actually need to get emeralds anymore and buy them from those special traders. We can also get quartz sand, and we can get iron, look, which eventually then you can actually cook up this iron into said ingots. Oh god, yeah. So in other words, we basically just pretty much created a way of actually getting pretty much most of the basic metals and minerals we can via using my XP. So now comes the massive question, what do I do in order to actually go ahead and get XP? Now, a while back I was looking into essence berries, and this is what they suggest on the PDF, and it's probably by far the most easiest way of getting XP. Essentially, you eat these berries and it just gives you XP. So a little way for me to actually get a bit of XP quickly would be to use one of these bows in here that has, there it is, XP boost. Now, I seem to remember that I got this. I don't know how I got it, just from killing mobs, I presume. I'm intrigued to see how much XP I get from, killing one cow. Let's see. Wow. Is that it? Okay. And then obviously 1 miller bucket is, yeah. I don't know how much XP. That's the question. So I reckon it's about 1.5 levels that is equivalent to about a bucket, if I'm not mistaken. Now, I do want to just go and check over in those chests over there, just in case I've got anything with XP boost on it. Because maybe I have, and I'm being silly. So another way of me actually getting XP is just by doing what I'm doing right now. And as you can see, I'm actually getting quite a few levels from doing literally nothing, but just breeding my cows. But yeah, they are getting a bit too much. Oh, some died. But they also drop XP. Oh god. XP, XP, XP. Right, so let's go back on a bit of a patrol here and kill these guys. But I think I'm going to actually go ahead and not use this bow because I'm not really noticing much of a difference, to be fair. I'd rather use my flame one. So, as you can see, I've got 17 levels just from killing all those cows. And yeah, there's about only 80-something cows now, 89. But look how much stuff I've actually got as well. I can actually sell the beef as well to a villager. which is quite nice. So I'll be able to get emeralds. That means I can unlock more things and blah, 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 blah. So this is going to be a bit of a rinse and repeat kind of technique for now until I get a bit more richer. But yeah, I do want to just say here that these crop sticks, obviously, they will yield a lot more than actually me growing wheat like this, for example. So as I'm going to be unlocking more and more iron and, you know, creating more iron, I should say, I'm definitely going to make probably just a field of wheat with crop sticks. Because, yeah, that would just make my life a million times easier to breed these guys. But not only that, as you already know, I've been using wheat to go ahead and create flour for my epic sandwich food. So I guess you could kind of like call this my circle of life right now. Grow wheat, kill cows, feed them, use their meat, make sandwiches, rinse and repeat, get XP. Welcome to Garden the Grind. Oh, I got these XP bottles actually. We can smash these. There we go. A bit more XP, look. Okay, 7 levels to fill that up. It's actually pretty cheap, to be fair. So if we just do that, we get clay. But if we do that, we get iron. Oh, we do get the buckets back. Okay. So it's 4 buckets for 2 iron. Which, honestly, is pretty easy, really. But there's got to be a way we can automate this. Okay, I've got an idea already. There's probably like auto crafters or something. Tell you what would be smart straight away would be to lift up the crafting table and put it right next to this thing. And do that, right, for now. Ah, juicy stuff. We got 6 ingots from literally nothing. 6 iron ingots. I mean, what? Why is it kicking off now? I've had iron forever. Silly game. But yeah, I just went ahead and made some more baguettes here just so I can go ahead and get some more of these steak sandwiches because I'm getting a bit peckish. So check out this now. I've got 13 iron ingots. This is actually really nice to see. Oh, finally. So yeah, I can do quite a lot of this kind of stuff off camera and kind of bulk all of this up in preparations for big kind of constructions. Because something we're going to have to start thinking about is obviously getting into a bit of a steam age, right? Or something like that. But first, we are still working on the Stone Age. And yeah, we kind of have somewhat jumped the gun a little bit, but I'm pretty sure if I press this, nope, is it this one? Yeah, there we go. We can actually see how the quest tree should kind of pan out. But basically, I've jumped all of this here. Because yeah, we don't go ahead and mine clay, do we? We actually buy it. So this isn't actually going to detect, I think. That's the problem here. But anyway, I need to start thinking about this stuff here, bronze. In order for me to get bronze though, we need copper and tin, as it kind of shows down here, to make this bronze blend. Now, if I'm not mistaken, I might be able to buy, or not buy, technically create with XP those 2 ingredients. So let's have a little look here. There's copper, look, so there's 3. And then tin, yeah, tin. So it's 6 per 1. Well, no, it's actually 3 copper for... Yeah, there's 12 pieces for 1 bronze ingot. Wow, that is so expensive. So yeah, we need to think about XP, like big time. But yeah, that's kind of like how we can get into getting actually some machines to kind of do some things for me. Okay, God, we need quite a lot of stuff. But this is good. We're upgrading, which is nice. So I've just come back to the mob farm at the moment, just gathering up any kind of like valuable resources I can see here. And it's just kind of sprung my memory whilst actually opening up this chest is how do we actually go ahead and make a smeltery controller? And to be honest, it's not that bad. There's bits and bobs that are going to get a bit harder for this, like a drain we're going to need. We're going to need a casting table, which requires seared stone, which requires us to melt stone first and pour it into a basin. So before we make the casting table, we need to actually make the basin, which is very expensive. Okay, it sounds quite expensive, but it's not now because all I need to do is just use XP, right? I can just literally use XP now to get clay, dust, and I can obviously buy it if I've got any emeralds sort of you know, or whatever. But anyway, we got 2 gold ingots. Let's see if we get any more. Nope, but we got this, a blast protection book, and we got some gold coins, look, which is quite nice. Thorium ingots. There we go. We'll get a couple of them. Thank you very much. These things are very nice because, yeah, I can actually go ahead and make more tools with them. So there is a little bit of a slight issue that I've just kind of thought about. Yeah, that is this stuff, right? How do we get this stuff? I do kind of recall reading about it, though. We do need to get a magical bee or something, like it's honeycomb, maybe, and kind of press it out of it, if I'm not mistaken. But that's something we can kind of figure out when we get to it, if you know what I mean. But maybe we can just use, can we use blazing lava? Is that a thing in this? It is, isn't it? So when in doubt, I guess the only way to find out is by going ahead and reading up about it. So I believe this is, yeah, this is all about this basic stuff, right? So we put this one back in here. This is volume 2. Modifiers, okay. We can't even click any of this. It's so old school, man. Pickaxes, okay. I don't honestly think there's going to be anything about this in this. No. So we go in and put this in again, and it should be mighty smelting, casting. Okay. I can just read lava everywhere. It doesn't actually say about any other kind of like molten liquid that I can use as fuel. So yeah, I think this predates like modern day tinkers, if you know what I mean. So yeah, we are kind of screwed. We've basically only got the access of lava, so that is a thing. Now I've also got all this leather left over that I can obviously use to go ahead and craft some things. One of those things I've noticed though is these gloves. Now these gloves you actually need on Gregtech New Horizons to stop you burning like your hands whilst holding hot things, which is an interesting mechanic. So yeah, we could probably go ahead and craft them now, and they can be put on my bulbul slot. But I did notice something else, which I'm trying to understand this, and I don't really understand it. But why would milk and leather make yogurts? So as my dairy is actually at 50%, I'm going to actually give this a little bit of a go. Should we try some yogurt? Not really too sure what this is like. Let's grab a bucket. I mean, we can do that, right? Well, apparently I've just made some yogurt through leather and milk. What? This does not make any sense. So I've just pretty much chopped down a whole jungle tree. There we go. So that should definitely give me a lot of wood to go ahead and fix all of that mob farm issues. Then we could go and turn that back on, and then yeah, we'll be good to go basically. Try and get some more XP. So as you can see, there is red X's everywhere again. So yeah, it's all patched up now, which is nice. I have kind of just removed all of the gravel I have just put down, just because I don't really want to lose any gravel, because that's a bit more valuable than planks to me, I think, personally. Right, is that all good? I think so. We just need to kind of get rid of this whole line, and we're going to get mobs spawning there again now. And then we're going to get XP, and then we're going to be laughing and get loads of stuff again, and blah, blah, blah. Oh, this is going to be great. This is going to be great. If I look on the journey map already, there's about 500 million mobs there already. It's insane, this farm, it really is. But yeah, I wish I brought a water bucket with me, because yeah, this is taking forever, but I probably can survive that full. Yeah, that's fine. So the farm is completely full once again, and I do want to just kind of mention here, I've switched out the fence to 2 solid cobblestone blocks here, all the way around. Yeah, this is just to, again, try and help with any explosions and baby creepers and baby skeletons and zombies and stuff coming through, and spiders and things like that. But yeah, I'm going to be able to get a lot of XP from just killing these guys, I'll tell you that. It's going to gradually just kind of go up a little bit, and then once I'm going to get enough XP, I can obviously get more iron, and then with that iron I can get more crop sticks, and we can just kind of work our way towards trying to get this essence berry. So with the mobs who just saw me kill from the actual farm, yeah, I managed to actually fill this thing up completely, pretty much. About 5 or 6 mobs were only killed, that was it, and I filled this thing up, which is actually only equivalent to 2 ingots, so it's not amazing. But it's a damn lot easier than actually killing hundreds of them and praying and using luck, you know, to get it. So it's actually a way of me actually producing this. But yeah, I really need to start thinking about this essence berry off camera. Unfortunately, we didn't actually get into the mystery arrow today, but I need to also start thinking about designing this to actually start collecting the emeralds automatically, because this isn't cool. This is becoming a bit of an issue now. I've got millions of cows and I've got millions of villagers. We don't have just a little village here. We've got like a massive shopping mall full of people. Sardines are coming out, as people say, like, you know, all squidged together. This is like an underground metro train system. I don't know what I'm talking about. There's just emeralds popping out everywhere, look. Oh my god, what is going on? But yeah, I need to do a little bit of thinking off camera, a little bit of designing off camera, and yeah, this has been really good though. We've basically set up an actual way of me actually producing resources. Finally, it's happening. We're getting somewhere after day 188, eh? Well, anyway, guys, I'm Dan Ross Probes. Thank you very much for watching. That is the end of part 7 of Garden and Grind. Bye!